Good morning. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. Muy bien, gracias. Y usted, y usted. Y'all, today is the first day that I have to do 75 jumping jacks. You heard it right, 75. Today is Thursday, jueves, jeudi, and donor's tag. We know how to say Thursday in 4 different languages because, yes, we count English around here. How about that? So, I'm going to go ahead and start off with 25. I've already done a little stretching. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we're going to get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Today, y'all, I wanted to talk a little bit about destiny swapping or energy ciphering. I wanted to really do a sit down video about it, but when I used to practice, with certain things, it's different ways that people can siphon your energy or destiny swap you. They can physically touch you. That's why at one time I was talking to somebody and she just kept trying to reach out for my hand, reach out for my hand. She kind of lightly touched my hand, but it's like she was really determined to reach out for my hand. And something inside of me just kept telling me to wipe my hand and rebuke it. Wipe my hand and rebuke it. Found out later she was trying to swap destinies with me. She started doing things like me. She used to always say, I don't like braids, I can't stand braids. She started getting the big box braids like me. She started to talk like me. She started to walk around saying like broken Spanish, like she wanted everybody to think she spoke Spanish. And I asked her one day, I was like, why are you doing this? And she was like, what are you talking about? You just insecure. You insecure. That's another thing. They will try to get in your head. But destiny swapping is when someone will either do it in passing, if they know they have a spirit or energy on them and they're trying to get it off, they will try to brush it up on you, touch you, and tell that spirit to leave. But the spirit has to go somewhere. Energy does not die. I was trying not to say that word on live. Energy I'm gonna try not to say too much because there's so many words you can't say on here. But people can pass their energy to you, especially if they know they're dealing with something that they just can't shake. And some people carry a legion of demons. And some people don't even realize they're carrying demons. They do things without even a second thought, and it's the demon. So another way people can siphon your energy or destiny swap you is to watch you. They will literally watch everything you do. So not only will they try to touch you, if they can't touch you, they will watch everything you do, and then they will start to mimic slowly but surely things that you do while downing you. Follow me, follow me, follow me. As an example, recently on some TV show, I don't really watch a lot of TV. Y'all know that. I watch YouTube on the TV in my phone. I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of like documentaries and movies and stuff like that, but I don't watch a lot of these TV shows. But there was a YouTuber that did a whole review on it because this same YouTuber noticed what I noticed. She used to practice, so she noticed it right away. You guys, when you have been In when you have practiced witchcraft, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. When you have done tarot, when you have done seances, when you have done rituals, you notice things that other people are doing that the person that they're doing it to may not notice. Some may notice, some may catch it a little bit and be like, wait a minute, am I tripping? Am I bugging? You're not tripping. You're not bugging at all. Some people will downplay what you do, watch you. Good morning. Some people will downplay what you do, watch you, and then try to take on your personality, take on your energy. And at the same time, they will do things like bash you. Um, a, a prime example is, like I said, when the YouTuber was doing a review on something that happened on a show called Bad Something, Baddies or Bad Girls, or I don't know because I don't watch TV. But as a girl who they didn't like, witches are going to click up because they are going to bring in people to help that energy boost up. I told y'all, energy transfers. Energy does not end. It has to be transmuted. It has to be passed on somewhere. It has to be cast somewhere. But energy does not just, I'm not trying not to say the word. So what they did was they got together and laughed at her as she walked in and sat down, and they were talking about the color of her hair and what she's supposed to be, who she's supposed to be. And then the very next day, the main girl, the ringleader who had brought all of them together to laugh at this other girl, had got herself a wig, the same exact color. Y'all, when I tell you energy ciphering is real, people will bash you and talk about you in front of other people, and then behind closed doors they'll try to take on your whole energy. They will try to take on your spirit. They would try to take they would try to energy swap you and destiny swap you, because they want the light that you have. You may think you don't have nothing to swap with, but if you carry a light, they want that light. They want that bright smile. They want that joyfulness that you bring. They want that boldness. Some of us carry a boldness that we are not aware of. They want that boldness. And sometimes their mask will start to slip, and they will show themselves a little bit. But when they show themselves, sometimes they catch themselves. And y'all, sometimes when I tell you it gets ugly, it gets ugly. But people will try to destiny swap you, not only for things of this world. Sometimes people will try to destiny swap you for your light, your boldness, your love, your energy. Be careful about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whew. Another example of destiny swapping. Good morning, wellness and frugal mama. I'm so happy to see you. You see, I'm getting it in, girl. I'm not where you at yet, but I'm getting it in. So, another example of destiny swapping, energy swapping, is when someone will do things like they will heavily compliment you, but at the same time, the compliment feels dark. The compliment feels, oh girl, your hair cute. Who did that? It'll come off like that. They're trying to give you a compliment to save face because there's an audience. And they have to maintain a certain persona. So when I was in the practice, I actually witnessed one of the witches, I'm just going to call it what it is, one of the witches did not like something that a rapper said when he said he does not date dark-skinned women. So she did a whole ritual because he didn't like dark-skinned women and she was dark-skinned. She put his name in a jar, sealed it up, and she did some ritual. I don't want to say what the ritual is because I don't want to bring anybody into it. Y'all, we dealing with baby witches out here. We dealing with witches that are envious, jealous. They harbor some really bad spirits. So anytime they do anything, it's not in good intent. You got some people that say, well, I only do this, well, I only do that. You're still doing something against somebody else's will. Now, I will admit I'm still cool with some people that do the ancestral altars, and they really don't do any like thing towards anybody else. Their main thing is they ask for protection for themselves and their household, things of that nature. Now that I can get with. It's like you ain't trying to cause harm to nobody else. And a lot of things these baby witches don't realize is that's the number one rule in witchcraft. You're supposed to ask not to cause any harm to anyone or anything, and you're supposed to show respect to anything that's living. That's a number one rule. But a lot of these baby witches on YouTube and these social media apps, they don't care about anything like that. A lot of people now will try to destiny swap you because they don't like the fact that you get attention, or they will try to destiny swap you because they see that you're bold and you stand with your head up, and you just have something that they can't quite understand. So they will try to siphon it, they will try to pull it. It's so many different ways people can pull on your energy. Physical touch, they can mimic you. They could try to what we call in the occult was mirror you. They would try to mirror you. Mirrors are very powerful also. That's why I don't know if y'all have noticed sometimes in some of my dancing videos, but I have a sheet draped across the top of my mirror. You have to have something to block that energy. I can still see through my mirror, but I have like just a little drape thing. I'll show it to y'all. Y'all know I will. But anyway, so some people will try to mirror you. Some people will try to touch you and command that spirit to lead them. So if somebody just want to touch you so bad, even if you stand back or even if you're doing something, you're busy, and they just feel like they just have to touch you, and they don't know you, they not, you know, they're not your family member or nothing like that, and they just feel like they really want to just touch you. They just trying to touch you. Let them know, don't touch me. That way, if they touch you, they have just crossed a spiritual line. You can't do anything against anybody's will. That's why I used to tell my kids when they became teenagers and was, going out and stuff, I would tell them, if anybody says to you like you mine or something like that, and they say it in a joking way, you still have to remain solid in what you feel, and you still have to say, I don't belong to you. Like, you have to, because they will use your agreements to bind with them so that they can transfer energy. Another way they would do is, well, I already mentioned how they'll say things like, oh, I like them shoes. Them shoes cute. And they'll say it in like a kind of nasty way, but they giving you a compliment. They're transferring energy mentally. People will transfer energy mentally as well. They try to mess with your head. They'll try to have you questioning yourself like, oh, that sounded like a shady compliment, or that sounded like, so now you question yourself. They would try to get you mentally, physically, spiritually. These energies want to transfer onto somebody else. And like I said, some people carry legions of demons. Legions. Jealousy and envy is a big one. Jealousy and envy. You got some people carrying the Jezebel spirit, which can be male or female. You have some people carrying the pride spirit, which is somebody who's always boasting about themselves, and can never let anybody have their moment. They will be at somebody else's event, graduation or something, and they'll be like, well, when I graduated, when I did mine, when I did this, when I did that, and you looking the whole time like, my baby graduated. But you trying to be nice because you have a light, you have a boldness. They will try to pull on that light and that boldness for sure. You have some people that will bash you, but won't mention who they're bashing to pull in more people, their legion. Get it? They always have to have a group. If they don't have a group of demons inside of them, they have to pull people in with them. I'm telling y'all because I used to practice it. I'm telling y'all because I used to watch other people. When I was in the practice, I never did rituals because I was scared of that because I grew up Baptist. So there was always something inside of me. Like I told y'all in another video, it's always a little tug on me that stops me right when I'm about to do something real crazy. So I would be sitting around and I would watch people do things at the table or at the altar or in the center, and the things that they were doing made no sense to me. You have people that will come in there and put their ex's hair in the circle and try to cause harm to their ex because the ex moved on. It's your ex. So I'm sitting there looking like, what? That's a little far. That's a little. So what I had started doing was praying against some of the things that were being laid on the altar. And one lady looked at me and she looked like a snake when she did it. She said she was looking straight ahead and she looked at me and she said, that's not gonna fly. When she said that, y'all, I was thinking to myself, I might have to fight in here tonight. I was really thinking to myself, I might have to fight because did this demon just recognize that I was praying to myself? Like, I can get down with a lot of people. I can hang with a lot of people. When I see you start causing harm to people that ain't did nothing to you physically, emotionally, when I see you just trying to hurt people on purpose, now I'm drawing the line. Anyway, the last 25, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Y'all, a bunch of... That was amazing. It was a bunch of them, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 75 jumping jacks today, y'all. I did 75. So all this week I got to do 75 jumping jacks. I think I can get through it. Don't know. But I really wanted to talk to y'all today about that whole destiny swapping, energy exchange. Y'all stay prayed up. If you're unsure of what to do, how to combat it, because some witches will try to confuse you and make you feel like if you go against them, something awful will happen to you. Let me tell you, a lot of people believe in the 23rd Psalm. Please open your book, the 23rd Psalm, 23rd Psalm. No. Psalm 91. Open your Bible up to Psalm 91. Keep it there. Read it. Try to read it once every day while you feel like somebody is trying to come against you without a cause. And you got to say that. They're coming against me without a cause. They have no reason. I have done nothing malice to them. I haven't taken anybody's life. You have to say that. I need protection because somebody is coming against me without a cause. And if you really want to get deep into it, cover your head. Cover your head when you pray. Ladies, cover your head. These are antennas. They connect. They connect to a higher power. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your nationality is. When you get deep into prayer and something or somebody is attacking you, cover your head because they will come after the strings on your hair. Energy does not cease. That's a better word. Energy has to transfer, transmute. It has to go from one to the other. It does not cease. So what it will try to do while you're praying it away, It will try to hold on to the least bit of anything. You could just take an old t-shirt, cover your head when you pray, open your Bible up to Psalm 91, say something and somebody is coming against me without a cause. I have done nothing to this person. They are trying to mimic me. They are trying to touch me without my say so, without me accepting their touch. They are speaking ill against me at the workplace. They will try to cause friction with your finances. If you're working around somebody and you feel like they just always a little with you, protect yourself and let whoever you pray to, let your higher power deal with it, because now they're messing with your finances. Now they're messing with your means to be able to take care of your family. Now they are doing things to you or saying things to you, and they say it in a nasty way to the point where they feel like they want to mess up your whole day. That's why I'm a big believer in, no matter what I'm going through, I just rejoice in it. No matter what I'm going through. You know why? Because I know I haven't caused any harm to nobody. I only have good intentions. So anything that tries to come at me, it's going to bounce back. I know a lot of Christians do not like to use the term return to sender. Return to sender. You have to learn how to say return to sender. And you will start to notice the people who have been praying against you or putting something against you or whatever, because you have returned to sender. You can also say to yourself, I rebuke it in the name of the Most High Yah. I rebuke it in the name of the Most High Yah, because the Bible even speaks of, for those that know my name. So you have to use the name Yahweh. You have to use his original name. I rebuke it in the name of the Most High, the Creator. If you don't know how to say Yahweh, if you don't know how to say Yeshua, if you don't know how to say the Hebrew name, that's fine. That's fine. But make sure you say, I rebuke it in the Most High, the Creator of all things, because they even call evil spirits gods. So if you just say, I rebuke it in the name of God, then you can be calling on anything to come into your life. When you get ready to watch something that you said you don't want to watch and somebody insists on you watching it anyway, you have to ask for a spiritual shield. I need a spiritual shield. Protect me against anything that may be coming out of this movie or out of this novel that I'm about to read. I ask for a spiritual shield and ask for your protection. Ask for your protection from the creator of all things. You don't have to say, yeah, it's good if you could say his original name, but if you can't say it, you ask for protection from the creator of all things, great and small, and he will know that you're calling on him. The creator of all things, can't nobody come back. Can't nobody go against the one that created everything. And the only way they can get to you is through your permission. And if somebody is saying something to you and they want you to jokingly agree, don't even jokingly agree, because we're talking about your life here. We're talking about your spirit. We're talking about your soul. So don't even jokingly agree when somebody say, you mine, you mine. Be like, I am not yours. I do not belong to you. I belong to the Most High. Thank you. You can say it like that. You can say it in a nice way or whatever. But I just really want to talk to y'all about some of the things that I witnessed when I was, when I was kind of out there. Ain't no shame in my game. It's a part of my testimony. So the only thing I can do now is just kind of teach people how to fight it off. Don't let everybody touch you, especially if you're traveling to other countries, other states. Um, Here recently, it was a guy in New Orleans that wanted people to bump him so bad, like he was begging people, like, like, why you can't bump me, why you can't bump me. He was trying to get a spirit off of him. Those spirits started to fight within him, started to cause him to basically lose his mind. And if you're a reader, if you're a spiritualist, You could see it in him. You could see it in his eyes. His eyes look dark and look like deep, like set back. And he wanted to transfer that energy off to somebody else. Even if he transferred, I'm just going to be honest with you, even if he transferred, if he does not get a full cleansing, something is going to be lingering. There's going to be something lingering back. Good morning. You missed it. I just did my 75. I did 75 jumping jacks this morning. I'm proud of myself. But y'all just be careful out there. You know, say some positive words over yourself. I know Wellness with Frugal Mama, she probably getting up out of here now because it's almost time. But she does this thing where she does the affirmations. Say some affirmations over yourself. I know it might sound cheesy. Even if it's just one good affirmation, say something positive over yourself. Say something positive over your children, because it's real out there. You have people that are trying to destiny swap you just because and you may think you don't have nothing. You may be like, who would want to destiny swap me? I only have this, or I don't have that. They want your light. They want your light. They want what you bring to the table. Some of y'all have talents that they may not have. They want your talent. They want your gift. Your gift may be given to you from a higher power, and they want it. They want it bad, but they want it for the wrong reasons. They want it for worldly approval. They want it for an audience. Y'all, it's people out here trying to destiny swap. It's people out here trying to siphon your energy, pull on your energy. All you got to do is not accept it. Not accept it. And when you go home and pray, just make sure you have your Bible open. Psalm 91. Don't forget it. Psalm 91. Say a prayer and explain to who you pray to. Me personally, I pray to the Most High. Explain to the Creator of all things that something or someone is coming against me without a cause, and I need for you to handle this situation. And when I tell y'all gonna start to see, y'all are gonna start to see some things shift in your life. It might be a little rocky when it first starts shifting, because it might be a little uncomfortable, because sometimes it be people who you least expect. Things are gonna start shifting, but it's all gonna work out for your good, because you prayed on it and you stayed firm, you stayed strong in what you believe. If y'all want to hear more about when I was in the occult and I practiced, just let me know. It's a part of my testimony. I have rededicated my life to Christ, and I have moved on. I haven't shunned my friends or anything like that. I just don't communicate with those who I saw doing things that were, to me, crossing the line. Anytime you try to do something against somebody else's will, or anytime you try to do something to harm somebody else, that's when I feel like you crossed the line. So with that being said, if y'all want to hear more or learn more about protecting yourself against what you think somebody else may have done to you, or if somebody may have you on an altar, even if they don't have a picture of you, some people will watch your channel. Some people will try to siphon your energy through pictures that they see elsewhere, like Instagram, Facebook, all these social media apps. Some people will try to siphon your energy by writing down your name. You have to ask for protection for yourself, your channel. Make sure you say your channel name as well. Say your name, say your channel name, and you have to ask for protection for anything that belongs to you. Anything. Don't be nice to these spirits. When you're praying, they're not trying to be nice to you. Don't be nice to them. Command them to leave. And when you say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. That was a TV show. Anyway, until next time, y'all know how I do it. Gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.